proudly presents Kentucky Christian University Softball, live from Greason, Kentucky. Now let's go live to the field for exciting KCU softball action on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.
Kentucky here at the Greason Sports Complex. Welcome into KCU softball as the Knights welcome in St. Andrew in a conference matchup and senior day for the Knights here on a beautiful afternoon here in Greason. After very windy conditions, nearly blew everybody away yesterday. Sun-drenched field and a very pleasant afternoon here in this latter part of the month of March. KCU riding a nice winning streak, trying to pick up another couple of wins to continue to move their conference record forward. And on the backside, St. Andrews coming in with a very long losing streak. And KCU would like to see that keep coming forward as they move on through this one. Pre-game festivities going through. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk with head coach Corey Gardner. And we'll meet our starting lineups as we continue our coverage here in the pregame show on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances. When your financial health seems off kilter, work with us to help it thrive. You can make your to-do list a to-done list with a low-interest home equity line of credit. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice Credit Union. Visit us online at mccu.net.
Won that day and the last two outs. So this is another big conference game. Like I told Jim the other day, when you're playing the teams that are behind you in the standings, you really want to come out here and get a sweep and separate yourself. We're currently tied for 4th, 5th in the conference. It's still early, but all these games matter when only 8 out of the 15 teams go to the conference tournament.
And that says a lot about how tightly contested this conference is. You only got 2 losses in conference, and you're in 4th and 5th place right now.
We are. Drew McConnell and Johnson play today. They both have 2 losses. So, I mean, perfect world, we come out of here and move up if we take care of business today. So we still got to play a lot of the good teams in the back end of our schedule. So, like I said, it's just super important we take care of our business and stick to our plan. And today's senior day, so emotions are going to be flaring. And that's what we talked about in pregame, was we got to just stick to what's been working for us and control the emotions, and then we can cry at the end of the day and smile and be happy. But we got to come out here and take care of business.
You guys took care of business. It started inside the circle. And anytime in a game of softball, baseball, it all starts there in the middle.
Absolutely. And like I told Jim, Ashton Blackburn, she's leading the conference in wins. She's leading the conference in innings pitched and strikeouts. We got a really good number 1. We didn't want to have to go to her to finish game 2 last time out, but we did. She got the save in that game too, her first save this year. But she's really good. She pounds the strike zone, which is really important, works ahead in counts, and can locate the ball really well. So Ashton will be going in game 1 here, so hopefully we can get a good solid 7 from her and then let Caroline do her thing in game 2.
When you have a pitcher like her that can go out and really deal from inside the circle, if you can spot her 2 or 3 runs early, it really allows her to settle and just pound the zone.
It does, and it's a huge confidence booster for her. And defensively, we've been playing really clean and crisp, knock on wood, that we keep doing that today. They're going to put the ball in play. They don't have a ton of power. Like yesterday was the first game they hit a home run in, so they've got 1 home run on the year through about 26 games. But they're going to put the ball in play, and we got to make plays behind Ashton and behind Caroline and Holly if we go to Holly today.
Coach, good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, James.
We're back with starting lives as we continue our coverage here from Grayson on a beautiful afternoon on Senior Day for KCU softball on Cool TV.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
And welcome back into today's coverage of Senior Day for KCU and St. Andrews. James Carter, happy to have you along with us. Let's submit our starting lineups for the visitors on the scoreboard. The St. Andrew Knights leading things off and playing first base is Taryn Tucker. Batting second at second base is Haley Zimmerman. Batting third at shortstop, Brooke Vance. The cleanup hitter is the designated player, Ava McPhillips. Batting at fifth at third base, Charlie Mullins. Batting sixth in left field, Mallory Martin. Batting seventh in center field is Megan Frintz. Batting eighth and pitching is Sarah Seidel, and batting ninth and catching is Shelby Nisbet. Tucker, Zimmerman, Vance, McPhillips, Mullins, Martin, Fritz, Seidel, and Nisbet. Defensively for the Knights, Ball, Pavey, and Vane, that's right to left, or left to right, excuse me. Lavis, Watson, Hollerman, Breckler, third to first, Prince behind the dish, and Blackburn inside the circle. And the first pitch is in there, and a low for a ball. And this ball game is underway. 12:53 on an early start here on the 1 o'clock first pitch. As the pitch is in there for a called strike, and we're even at 1 apiece. KCU in the red tops and the black bottoms today. This one swung on a missed. Once you count to 1 and 2. Tucker, a .408 hitter, 29 hits, 8 runs driven in, a senior. Takes that position back in that right-handed batter's box. 1-2 pitch, swung on and lifted foul and out of play. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Beautiful afternoon here in Grayson. 1-2 pitch, swung on a miss as she goes upstairs and records the strikeout, 1 away. So I breeze the plate, the second baseman, Haley Zimmerman. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Zimmerman batting .229 on the season, 16 hits, 9 driven in. This one's fouled into the netting straight back, and it's quickly 0-2. 1 away here in the first of the twin bill. Blackburn back inside the circle, goes down and away, and misses low for a ball. It's 1 and 2. Right-hander ready to go back to work. This one's poked foul off to the first base side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking at Blackburn's numbers, a 10-6 record, a 1.85 ERA, 98 and a third innings of work, 113 strikeouts, only 30 walks. This one misses low for a ball. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. One away here in the first. That one's in there for a called strike 3, 2 down. So it brings in the shortstop of Brooke Vance. Vance batting .339 on the season. That one's on the outside corner, but just wide for a ball. Pitch. That one's at the knees to even things up at 1-1. Just a little bit low for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. First batter that she's fallen behind after getting the first strike. 2 down in the first, trying to work a clean inning is Blackburn. This one's rocketed out into the gap, deep right center field. That one's up against the wall. Here comes the throw in to second base, and sliding in safely out at second is Brooke Vance with a 2-out double. So that'll bring in the designated player of Ava McPhillips. Phillips batting .256 on the season, 10 hits, 7 runs driven in. A swing and a miss. This was kind of how Blackburn got herself in a little bit of trouble in the game here Thursday, and then battled out of it and got the first of 2 wins. Came back in and got a save in the second game. This one's in the dirt. A nice job there by the catcher, Prince, to box that one up and hold that runner out at second base. Vance out at second, 2 down here in the first. The left-handed swinging Ava McPhillips in there as Blackburn to the plate, to the knees on the outside corner. It's 1-2. This one's popped up weakly into the infield. Settling under it is the shortstop, Watson. She'll make the catch, and that ends the inning. A clean inning in the first. They leave a runner stranded at second base. KCU coming to bat when we return after this on Cool TV.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Here at Grayson Sports Complex, getting ready for the Knights to take their first swing. The Knights of KCU, I should say. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Leading things off, the designated player, Alexa Henderson. Batting second at third base is Caitlin Lavis. Batting third in right field, Erica Vane. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Victoria Breckler. Batting fifth in center field is Caitlin Pavey. Batting sixth and catching AC Prince. Batting seventh, pitching Ashton Blackburn. Batting eighth at second base, Alexis Hollerman. And batting ninth in left field is Emma Ball. Again, Henderson, Lavis, Vane, Breckler, Pavey, Prince, Blackburn, Hollerman, and Ball. Defensively for the St. Andrews Knights, Martin, Pavey, and Vane. That's left to right. Third to first, Mullins, Vance, Zimmerman, and Tucker. Nisbet behind the dish, and the right-hander of Sarah Seidel inside the circle. So leading things off is Alexa Henderson. She looks at a pitch that's low for a ball. Seidel, 0-1 on the season, a 6.46 ERA. She's worked 30 1/3 innings of work, 19 strikeouts, 23 walks. That's one thing that this team has, as a whole, is strikeout ratio is certainly much higher than it needs to be. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one's above the letters for a ball, 2-1. KCU 15-13 on the season, but 6-2 in conference. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Tried to go with the little drop ball in there that's high for a ball. Count goes to full. Here's the payoff pitch. That's low, ball 4. And a leadoff walk. That'll bring in the third baseman of Caitlin Lavis. Lavis batting .416, 32 hits, 25 driven in. She'll go from the left-handed side today. With a runner over at first base to start things off. Shows bunt, looks at it down in the dirt. Nice stop there by Nisbet behind the plate to hold the runner over at first base. Knights trying to scratch a run early. Lavis back in the box. Shows bunt, looks at another pitch downstairs. She's ahead 2-0. Beautiful afternoon here in Grayson. A little bit of a breeze, but plentiful sunshine. No hurricane-like winds like we saw yesterday. 2-0 pitch. That one's at the knees on the outside corner low, but a called strike by home plate umpire Bill Renzi. 2-1. Wind blowing from the right field corner to the left. 2-1 pitch. Just a little bit low, 3-1. Lavis trying to put 2 on with nobody out here to start things off for the KCU first. Here's Seidel back to work, the 3-1. Down and away, ball 4, and back-to-back walks. Have 2 on, but nobody out for the Knights here in the first. And that'll bring in the right fielder of Erica Vane. Vane batting .304 on the season, 28 hits, 17 driven in. They're one of the seniors of the team. Showing a bunt as Seidel comes to the plate, and that one's at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. 2 on, nobody out. 2 walks issued by Seidel here in the first. KCU threatening to grab an early lead. This was a rocket through. Oh, a nice pick out at shortstop. They'll get the runner at second. Great pick there by Vance at shortstop, and she'll get the runner at second base right there at the corners. So 6-4 on the putout. But a great opportunity here for the cleanup hitter, Victoria Breckler. 328 average, 20 hits, 12 driven in. Runner goes. Called strike. They'll cut off the throw on the double steal attempt as they'll move the runner out to second base. And now there's 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. That one's a called strike, and quickly Breckler behind, 0-2. 2 on, 1 out. Knights with 2 runners in scoring position here in the home first. The 0-2. Swinging and a miss. And there's 2 down. That'll bring in the center fielder of Caitlin Pavey. Pavey batting .360 on the season, 27 hits, 17 driven in. She'll go from the left-handed side. That's a called strike. 0-1. Great opportunity here for the Knights with 2 runners in scoring position, but now 2 outs in the inning after 2 leadoff walks to start the contest in the home first. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 as Seidel trying to pitch herself out of a jam here in the home first. Vane out at second, Henderson over at third. Seidel back to work, the 0-2. It's low for a ball, 1-2. The catcher, AC Prince, would go next. Pavey can continue the inning. The 1-2. Poke toward the first base side. That's a fair ball. Grabbing it is Tucker. She'll step on the bag, and that'll end the inning. Knights get a pair on, but they leave them. We stay scoreless through 1. Back after this on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances. When your financial health seems off kilter, work with us to help it thrive. You can make your to-do list a to-done list with a low-interest home equity line of credit. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice Credit Union. Visit us online at mccu.net.
We go to the top of the second inning. Swung on and missed. That one's low for a ball, 1-1. This one's fouled straight back into the net. A ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, lifted skyward right at the second baseman. Hollerman settles under it, makes the catch. 1 away. First pitch to Martin is low for a ball. Martin, a 179 hitter. Bunt. Blackburn will pick it up, feed it over to first base. Making the catch there is Hollerman, 2 down. So 1-4 on the putout, and that'll bring in the center fielder Megan Fritz with 2 away. That one's wide for a ball. Fritz batting .318 on the season, 14 hits, 9 driven in. And it's 2-0. Swung on to the shortstop. Lavis, though, on third base side will call it off. She'll make the catch, and it's a clean inning for the Knights of KCU. We played an inning and a half. We're still scoreless. Back in Grayson after this on Cool TV.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others, should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Scoreless through an inning and a half as KCU coming to the plate. 6, 7, and 8 do up this inning for the home Knights as Prince, Blackburn, and Hollerman will take their hacks. So the catcher, AC Prince, will step in. Sophomore, batting .333 on the year, 22 hits. She's driven in 7 on the season. And the first pitch to her is at the belt for a called strike. 0-1. Both teams with runners in the first. Blackburn worked a clean 1-2-3 inning in the second. Now the Knights trying to find this way to dent the scoreboard first here. And here's a rocket right back through the box, and that's into center field for a leadoff single. So it'll bring in the pitcher for KCU of Ashton Blackburn. Blackburn, a sophomore, batting .242 on the season, 16 hits, 14 driven in. Chance to help her own cause here. Seidel back on the rubber into the circle and a swing and a miss on the changeup. 0-1. Another swing and a miss as she goes with a change piece and gets her swinging through it, and quickly it's 0-2 to the pitcher for KCU. Seidel back to work. This one's lifted weakly toward the second baseman. Zimmerman's under it. She'll make the catch. 1 away. So to bring in the second baseman, Lexi Hollerman. Hollerman batting .281, 9 hits, 7 driven in as a freshman. KCU trying to find a way to scratch a run here with another runner on to start the inning. Trying to pull the string on that one, but it stays up out of the zone. 1-0. Big hello to all of our listeners, or viewers I should say, wherever you may be tuned in from, here locally in Grayson or throughout the United States, watching your family member or friend play softball this afternoon. Greatly appreciate you tuning in with us. Couldn't pick a better day to be playing baseball or softball as what you get today. A light breeze, but plentiful sunshine. There's a ball hit through the hole on the left side. That's into left field for a base hit. So 2 on with 1 out.
Now batting for the Knights, number 24, left fielder, Emma Ball.
So now let's see if KCU can find a way to scratch a run here as Emma Ball will climb in. 286, 18 hits, 8 runs driven in, and one of the seniors for this Knights team. Go back to the top of the order, and Henderson next. Shows bunt, holds it back, and looks at a pitch off the plate for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That's a called strike. 1-1. Outfield playing straight away, infield charging on the bunt from the corners. Ball awaits. Seidel back to her motion. She goes at this one and comes up empty, and it's 1-2. 2 on, 2 down here in the second. The pitch. Little chopper back to the circle. They'll take it to third base for the out. And that ends the inning. Excuse me, only one out. My mistake. They got to force out. My mistake. I couldn't see on my screen. So go the fielder's choice. 1 to 5 on the putout. And we go back to the top of the order. As Alexa Henderson will step back in, walked her first time through. There's a chopper out toward the shortstop. Vance scoops and throws, and that'll end the inning. Knights threaten, but come up empty here in the second. We remain scoreless as we go to the top of the third after this on Cool TV.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Knights with a pair of runs, the home Knights, I should say. St. Andrews with only one, but we remain scoreless as we go to the third. 8-9 in the top due up this inning for the visiting Knights of St. Andrews. And the pitcher of Sarah Seidel will lead things off. Looks at a screwball that's in there for a cold strike. Right down Broadway, and it's 0-2. Blackburn really settling in, going at the hitter. Seidel batting 100 on the season, and a swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. 3 pitches for the K, and there's an out here to start things off in the third. That'll bring in the catcher, Shelby Nisbet. Nisbet batting .340, 16 hits, 12 driven in. That one's at the knees for a called strike. Blackburn already with 3 strikeouts in the ball game. Swing and a miss. Blackburn just going right at the batters. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 down. That takes us back to the top of the order. And Taryn Tucker to the plate. Tucker 0 for 1 today. This one's fouled into the screen. High for a ball. 1-1. Scoreless here in the top of the third. Senior day for the Knights. A beautiful afternoon in Grayson. Play the first of the twin bill. Senior Day festivities in between games 1 and 2, and here's a 2-out scorcher up the middle and into right center field for a base hit.
Now stepping up to the plate, number 34, Haley Zimmerman.
Second hit of the ball game for St. Andrews, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Haley Zimmerman. Zimmerman 0 for 1. This one's a rope over toward right field. They'll take and make the quick throw towards second base, and this one scurries past and gets up against the fence, but the runner will stay out at second base. So back-to-back singles. That's 2 on for St. Andrews. And Brooke Vance to the plate, who had a double. This one swung on, lifted skyward, left field, ball giving chase, coming to the line, reaches up, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. St. Andrews threatens, but they come up empty as we stay scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third after this on Cool TV.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless. Both teams have had runners on base and in scoring position, but neither's been able to push anything across. Caitlin Levis will start things off from the left-handed side. Levis walked her first time through. And it was a race down at second base on a fielder's choice. Looks at a pitch wide for a ball. Seidel back to work. This one's rocketed into the gap, deep right center field, giving chase is the right fielder Fern. She's not going to get there. That one's up against the wall. She's around second, coming to third. No throw is going to get her. She's in with a leadoff triple to start things off here in the third inning.
Now batting for the Knights, number 11, right fielder, Erica Day.
KCU threatening here in the home third inning. Put our first run across in this ball game. That was a called strike. Little chopper back inside the circle. Seidel will field and throw to first, and the runner will hold over at third base, one away.
For the Knights, number 16, first baseman, Tori Beckler.
If you're watching with us at home, put a message there in the comments field. I'll give you a shout out throughout the game. So Tori Breckler steps in, strikeout victim. Here's a rocket toward the third base side, but just foul. one's upstairs for a ball, and the count goes to 1-1. The pitch. High 2-1. Great opportunity here for the Knights to dent the scoreboard first after the leadoff triple from Levis. Reckler back to work. This one lifted skyward, but right at the shortstop. Vance has a beat on it, makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting for the Knights, number 5, center fielder, Caitlin Pavey.
That'll bring in the center fielder of Caitlin Pavey. Pavey hit a ball right toward the first baseman of Tucker to end the inning. Back in the home first, and this one's down and away for a ball, 1-0. Levis still over there at third on that leadoff triple. Down and away. And it's 2-0. Levis settling herself back in that left-handed batter's box. Seidel has the sign from Nisbet. To the plate she comes. And it's low, ball 3. Prince waits in the on-deck circle with those shin guards on. The catcher for the Knights would go next. Here's the 3-0. That's a pitch that's just up out of the zone, ball 4. So now they're at the corners with 2 down. And the catcher of AC Prince. Prince singled her first time through. Seidel wiggle herself out of danger again here in this frame. That's a called strike. Pavey will take second base on the stolen base. So now a base hit would plate 2 for the Knights. Second time in the ballgame they've had runners at second and third, but 2 down. Big opportunity here for the catcher, Prince. She rockets this one toward the line. It's a foul ball, though, down the left field side. Count moves to 0-2. Seidel back on the rubber from the circle. Here she comes, the 0-2. Down and in. 1-2. The pitch. This one's out towards center field. That one finds green grass. It drops in for a run. Here comes the run. The throw to the plate. She's safe as she dives over top of the tag, and it's a 2-out, 2 RBI single for AC Prince. And KCU takes a 2-0 lead. So it brings in pitcher of Ashton Blackburn. This one just above the hands for a ball, 1-0. Chance to help her own cause. Blackburn flew out to second base her first time through in the second. Seidel back on the rubber. Has the sign from Nisbet. Comes the screwball right down the pipe. That one's Anthony's for a called strike. Great camera angle there from the center field side. executive producer today, Miss Felicia Collier, taking you through all the different cameras here at the great Grayson Sports Complex. Beautiful afternoon. Happy to have everyone here with us. The pitch. This one's weakly lifted out toward left field. Martin giving chase, reaches up, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But the Knights score first as they push across 2 runs, and they lead it 2-0 as we go to the top of the 4th after this on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances. When your financial health seems off kilter, work with us to help it thrive. You can make your to-do list a to-done list with a low-interest home equity line of credit. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice Credit Union. Visit us online at mccu.net.
2-0 KCU as we go to the top of the 4th inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up this inning for St. Andrews. As McPhillips, Mullins, and Martin due up. AC Prince with a 2-out, 2 RBI single gives KCU the lead as they go here to the 4th as Ashton Blackburn delivers a first pitch and it's swung on a missed. McPhillips 0 for 1, flew out to shortstop her first time through and lifts this one skyward. Here comes Watson. She'll be called off by Hollerman. She'll make the catch. 1 away. That'll bring in the third baseman of Charlie Mullins. Mullins flew out to Hollerman over at second base. Her first time through. This one's right back into the screen. If you flinched, you should have. Slow roller out toward the shortstop. Watson picks and throws 2 down. So brings in Mallory Martin, left fielder for St. Andrews. Hit back to the pitcher when she went to the second baseman covering first base, and this one's on pitch just at the knees for a called strike. 0-1. Blackburn back to work. Swing and a miss as she comes with a heater. A high screwball, and it's quickly 0-2 to the left fielder Martin. Fritz would go next if Martin would reach. Blackburn says, I don't think so. She takes the strut toward the dugout on 7 pitches. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. KCU in front 2-0. Back after this on Cool TV.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Painesville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Go to the bottom of the fourth inning. KCU in front 2-0. First pitch in there for a cold strike. That one's upstairs for a ball. 1-1. Swung on, but lifted out of play to the right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a rocket over top of the second baseman's head, and that one's in there for a base hit.
Now batting for the Knights, number 24, left fielder, Emma Ball.
So a leadoff single for the Knights here in the fourth. And that'll bring in Emma Ball. Ball reached on a fielder's choice back in the second inning. Looks at a pitch down and away. Runner's going to move out to second base on the pass ball, so now runner in scoring position for KCU, leading 2-0 here in the fourth. That's a called strike at the belt. 1-1. Shows bunt. That one gets over top of the catcher's mitt to the backstop, and that's going to move the runner over to third base. So now KCU with another runner in scoring position, this time with only 1 out. Or no outs, excuse me. And a great opportunity to add to this 2-0 lead. Ball looks at this one downstairs, and it goes to 3 balls and a strike to the left fielder. Seidel back to work. Downstairs in the dirt. So they're at the corners with nobody out now. And we go back to the top of the order for Alexa Henderson. Henderson 0 for 1. Walked her first time through, was stranded at third, and grounded out to end the second to shortstop. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Runner will move out to second base without a throw, so now 2 in scoring position. And a great opportunity here for KCU to add to this 2-0 lead. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and fouled away off to the right side. Had to stay back there on that changeup. No balls and 2 strikes to Henderson. A base hit would poke in 2 more. 0-2 pitch, swung on, lifted skyward. Vance dropping back. She's got a beat on it at short. Reaches up, makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting for the Knights, number 27, left fielder, third baseman, Caitlin Lavis.
So 1 away here in the fourth, and Caitlin Lavis, who's 1 for 1, singled to start the third. She walked and was stranded, or was retired on a fielder's choice, excuse me, out in the first inning. Ball out at second. Hollerman over at third. Pitch down and away. 1-0. Just off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. The left-hander awaits as Seidel comes to the plate, and that one's at the belt for a called strike. 2-1. 2 on with 1 out here for the Knights in the home fourth, leading 2-0. The pitch. Downstairs, 3-1. Erica Vane in the on-deck circle would go next. Big opportunity here for the Knights. Have a big inning here in the fourth. Inside, maybe. Either way, it's ball 4, and the bases are juiced.
Now batting for the Knights, number 11, right fielder, Erica Vane.
Vane has driven in 17 on the season. Big opportunity for her here. With only 1 out, and the base is full. Infield comes in. That one's a called strike. Nothing KCU here in the home fourth inning. Vane sizing up Seidel. Rockets this one through the whole left side. That's in there for a base hit. They'll go station to station as Martin came up with it quickly, but a 1-out RBI single makes it 3-0 Knights.
Number 16, first baseman, Tori Beckler.
So that brings in Tori Breckler. A strikeout victim in the first, flew out to shortstop in the third. Infield stays in once again. Only 1 out. That's a called strike. Seidel on the rubber. Nisbet flashes down the signs. Tries to go upstairs and misses high for a ball, 1-1. Bases juiced. They're in a big opportunity for a big inning for KCU. Here's the 1-1. Poke through the whole left side. That's in there for a base hit. Again, Martin comes up with a quick throw in. Back-to-back RBI singles for KCU makes it 4-0.
Number 5, center fielder, Caitlin Pavey.
And they'll bring in the center fielder of Caitlin Pavey. And we're going to get a pitching change as they're going to bring in the center fielder, Fritz. Call to the bullpen for St. Andrews. We'll talk about it when we return after this on Cool TV.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
All right, so we've got a new player coming into the ball game for St. Andrews, as McKenna McDaniel will enter for Seidel. And then into the circle is Megan Fritz. Fritz on the season, a 3-10 record. She pipes this one in there for a called strike. Inherits the bases full with one out. Caitlin Pavey, who's 0 for 1, walked and scored in the third. There's a poked ball towards second base. She'll come to the plate on the tag as it pulled the catcher off. But they'll get the force out at the plate for the second out of the inning. So they'll bring in the catcher of AC Prince. Prince drove in 2 in the third to give KCU its first lead of the ball game. Pair of singles for her. That one's at the knees. I think with Fritz, she certainly brings a little bit more velocity to the plate. Right-hander back to work. Here's the 0-1. This one's poked down the line. Left field, that's into the wall for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. She's going to clean the bases off. It's a 2-out bases clearing double for AC Prince. And KCU makes it 7-0 here in the fourth.
Now down into the ninth, number 7 pitcher, Ashton Blackburn.
Prince having herself a day today. That brings in the pitcher, Ashton Blackburn. There's a weakly hit ball over toward the third baseman. Mullins will squeeze and grab, and that will end the inning. But KCU does some damage here in the fourth. 5 runs on 4 hits. They leave a runner, but they lead at 7-0 as we go to the fifth after this on Cool TV.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Seven nothing as we go to the top of the fifth inning.
Number 4, Megan Fritz.
As it'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up for St. Andrews. And Megan Fritz will lead things off. 7 runs on 8 hits for KCU, including that big 5 spot hung up there in the last frame. And the first pitch is swung on a missed. AC Prince having herself a day. That one's at the knees, a call and strike. It's quickly 0-2. And Ashton Blackburn is flat dealing here today. Lifted skyward, now to play. Count holds at 0-2. Another ball out of play. That one's on the net and right back to the catcher. Count hangs at No ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 5th inning. Now, if KCU holds here and scores a run in the 5th, this game will come to a stop with a mercy run rule of 8 in the 5th. This one's off the end of the bat, and a diving catch by Breckler over at first base. Dives into foul territory to make the grab on the way.
Now coming up to the plate for St. Andrews, number 6, McKenna McDaniel.
So McKenna McDaniel is going to bat for Seidel here. She takes a swing and a miss at her first pitch. Batting .211 on the season, 4 hits, 2 runs driven in. This one's lifted skyward. Pavey dropping back out in shallow right center field makes the grab. 2 down.
Approaching the plate, number 8, Shelby Nisbet.
And that'll bring in the catcher of Shelby Nisbet. 0 for 1. Struck out in the 3rd. Blackburn with 5 strikeouts in this ball game. Two and 0. Blackburn settles herself back on the rubber and puts this one right down Broadway for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike with 2 down here in the 5th. Swing and a miss, 2 and 2. Nice crowd on hand here today. Again, most people enjoying the beautiful afternoon after crazy winds yesterday around the area. This one's a cold strike 3 as she records another strikeout, her 6th of the ball game, and she retires them in order in the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. KCU in front, 7-0. Back after this on Cool TV.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
7-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here. The Knights can push across a run here in this inning. It'll bring the game to a halt for the mercy rule. And they'll start with 8-9 and then the top. So Alexis Hollerman will start things off. She's 2 for 2, a pair of singles. She scored a run back in that 5-run 4th inning. That's a called strike. Works down and away, evens the count at 1-1. pitch. Swung on, lifted skyward, that'll get out of play to the right side. Count goes to 1-2. This one's poked out toward left field. Martin drifting over into the gap, makes the catch, one away.
Now batting for the Knights, number 24, left fielder, Emma Ball.
That'll bring in the left fielder, Emma Ball. Ball 0 for 1. That one's at the knees for a cold strike. Ball walked and scored in that 5-run fourth inning. There's a ball chopped foul at the plate. Quickly behind 0-2. We'll go back to the top of the order, and Henderson next. Ball poked back toward the pitcher. It's off the glove of Fritz, and that one will drop in there for an infield single.
Coming to the plate for the Knights, number 22, designated player, Alexa Henderson.
Fritz was falling off and tried to reach out and make a glove play on it. And honestly, it probably would have played her better if she had not touched the ball, because it would have gotten to the second baseman cleanly. But either way, it's a one-out single for Ball. And we go back to the top of the order and Alexa Henderson. 0 for 2. Walked her first time up. Runner going. Here's a throw down to second base. Finds its way into center field. But Ball takes the bag without a tag, and now KCU with a runner in scoring position. And that's the mercy run rule. Henderson awaits from the right side. Screwball to the outside corner, evens things at 1-1. Swung on, lifted skyward, deep down the line, left field side, but a foul ball. 1-2. That one's upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Outside corner call, strike 3. 2 down.
Now batting for the Knights, number 27, third baseman, Caitlin Lavis.
So they'll bring in Caitlin Lavis. Lavis 1 for 1, a pair of walks, bookending a leadoff single, or excuse me, a leadoff triple in the third. And then came home and on the single by AC Prince. Left-hander awaits as Fritz comes to the plate, misses or hits down and low at the knees for a called strike. 1-1, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 7-0 KCU in front. The 0-1 swung on, and nice diving play over at second base. They can't get the runner. Here comes the run to the plate, and that'll end it. Ball will come around and score the run at the plate. And that is your ball game, as KCU will win game number 1 by a final score of 8-0. Post-game show when we return in just a moment here on Cool TV.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
KCU wins it in 5 in game number 1. Final score, 8-0. As they take care of business here for the first of the twin bill here on this senior day festivities. But it was the bat of AC Prince that got things rolling, and she had herself a day at the plate. She drove in 5 of the 8 runs. She went 3 for 3. Lavis with a 2-hit afternoon, as does Hollerman. But altogether, 8 runs on 10 hits for KCU, including that 5-run 4th inning to lift themselves to the victory here this afternoon in game number 1. And more importantly, another conference win. So that'll push KCU to 16-13, 7-2 in conference play. And that'll get us ready for the senior day festivities, and then getting ready for game number 2 here in just a bit. So we'll take a break. We'll wrap things up on game 1 when we return, and then we're going to carry senior day festivities as well after this on Cool TV.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Back here at the Grayson Sports Complex, KCU winners in game number 1, 8-0 over St. Andrews as they get ready for senior day festivities. Taking a look at the visiting St. Andrew Knights, 3 hits in the ballgame. Tucker, Zimmer, and Vance each with a hit. Vance had the double back in the first inning. Prince had a double for KCU. Lavis with a triple. Pitching looks like this for the visiting St. Andrew Knights. Seidel goes 3 1/3, 7 hits, 7 runs, all earned. walks 5 and strikes out a batter. She takes the loss. Fritz comes in and works the inning and a third before the game stops due to the mercy run rule. She gives up a run. It was earned, does not walk a batter, and strikes out a batter. For Blackburn, she goes 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts, and no walks. She'll take the win. So 8-0 is your final score here this afternoon as they get ready for Senior Day festivities. I'm going to step aside. We're going to go ahead and stay live here with the stream so those who may be watching from home can see everything that's going on, and then we'll get you ready for game number 2 here in about 15 minutes at the conclusion of our Senior Day festivities. That's as we continue our coverage here on Cool TV.
Ceremony. First up is number 22, Alexa Henderson. Alexa is joined by her mom, Alicia Henderson, and her grandpa, Mike Henderson. Alexa came to KCU from San Diego, California. She is majoring in business administration. The thing she will miss most about KCU is her friends. After graduation, Alexa plans to move back home and work for the San Diego Padres. Please give Alexa a round of applause for her career in the KCU softball program. The next student athlete we will recognize is number 24, Emma Ball. Emma is joined by her dad, Jerry Ball, and her sister, Sophia Ball. She came to KCU from Lebanon, Ohio, and is majoring in history pre-law. The thing Emma will miss most about KCU is getting to spend each day and making memories with her teammates. After graduation, she plans to obtain her paralegal certificate at the University of Akron. Please give Emma a round of applause for her career in the KCU softball program. Up next is our graduate student athlete, number 5, Caitlin Payton. Caitlin is joined by her parents, Eric and Selena. KP came to KCU from Lanesville, Indiana, and is getting her master's degree in Christian leadership. The thing she will miss most about KCU is the small family-like community. She will also miss her teammates and friendships she's made along the way. Most importantly, she will miss lacing up her cleats, putting on her uniform, and playing the game she fell in love with many years ago, with the talents that God gave her. After graduation, Caitlin plans on repairing her torn meniscus and ACL while continuing to grow her knowledge of softball while interning at the NFCA. Finally, she will be getting married on September 15th. Please give KP a round of applause for her career in the KCU softball program. Last but not least, is the only senior in this year's class who has played all 4 years at KCU, number 11, Erica Vane. Erica is joined by mom, Jenny Vane, stepfather, Eric Killian, brother, Christian Vane, and sisters, Alicia, Sarah, and Hope Vane. Erica's hometown is Lexington, Kentucky, and is majoring in counseling psychology. The thing she will miss most about KCU is having teammates that she knows she can count on that will always be there to pick her up. After graduation, she plans to go to the University of Kentucky to get her master's in social work. Please give Erica a round of applause for her career in the KCU softball program. Coach Gardner has this to say. Today is an emotional day for me knowing that my time coaching these 4 wonderful young ladies is coming to an end. But as with every senior day, I must be ready, and this year is no different. I thank you all for your hard work, dedication, and sportsmanship. I have enjoyed being just a small part of your journey and wish you nothing but the best moving forward. We now ask that everyone please stand and give these 4 young ladies one more ovation. Kentucky Christian University is proud to say thank you for your commitment to our university and softball program over the course of your careers. This concludes the 2023 Senior Day ceremony and our celebration day. Game 2 versus St. Andrews University will begin in 15 minutes. KCU in the Grayson Sports Park asks that all pictures taken from this point forward take place outside of the playing field so that the field can be prepared for the next game.
That'll wrap up Senior Day festivities, so we'll step aside for a break. We're going to go and establish this. We're going to stay with the same stream for game number 2 as well. So those of you who are already tuned in with us, just stay put. We're going to throw a graphic up on the screen, but we'll be back with you in approximately about 15 minutes for the start of game number 2 with KCU and St. Andrews as we continue our coverage here from Grayson on the Cool Hit Sports Network and on Cool TV.
Thank you for watching another exciting KCU softball contest on Cool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky Christian University softball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV. Cool TV proudly presents Kentucky Christian University Softball live from Grayson, Kentucky. Now let's go live to the field for exciting KCU softball action on the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.
And welcome in to game number 2 here at Grayson, at the Grayson Sports Complex, as we get you set for St. Andrews and KCU. Let's meet our starting lineups. First for the visiting St. Andrews Knights, leading off at first base is Taryn Tucker, batting second. At second base, Haley Zimmerman. Batting third and playing shortstop is Brooke Vance. The cleanup hitter is the designated player, Ava McPhillips. Batting fifth and pitching, Charlie Mullins. Batting sixth and playing center field is Taylor Maynard. Batting seventh as a... Just a second, I got to double check something here. Fritz will be playing in center field. Maynard will be... Maynard will be in center field. Fritz will be in left field, excuse me. Johnson will play third and bat eighth, and catching is Maddie Taylor. So in the circle for KCU is Caroline Donathan, a sophomore, 5-6 record, a 4.45 ERA, 66 innings of work, 44 strikeouts, 24 walks. She'll grab the ball and start things off for us here in game number 2, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike, and this ball game is underway. 2:29 first pitch. Beautiful sun-filled skies here over top of the park in Grayson. The next pitch misses upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Defensively for KCU, Vane, Pavey, and Fromm. That's left to right. Lavis, Watson, Eisen, and Breckler. Third to first, Prince behind the plate, and Donathan inside the circle. Here's a ball, one hopped out to the shortstop. Watson fields and throws one away.
Now comes to the plate, number 34, Haley Zimmerman.
So it brings in the second baseman of Haley Zimmerman. Zimmerman entered the weekend batting .229. Had one of the 3 hits recorded by this team in the last game. First pitch downstairs for a ball. KCU now 7-2 in the conference. Trying to make it number 8 with a win here. This one's fouled away. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Knights will be back in action Tuesday against Bluefield. And then their final 2 home games on Saturday the 1st. That's a called strike against CIU, and then they're on the road the rest of the month. Donathan ready to go back to work. The 1-2. Poked over top of the second baseman's head and into shallow right field. That one finds its way past and all the way out into the wall. And a one-out double for Haley Zimmerman.
Approaching the plate, number 9, Brooke Vance.
So to bring in Brooke Vance. Vance batting .339, 20 hits, 4 runs driven in. Had a double in her first at-bat back in game number 1. She ropes this one toward left field, dropping back and trying to reach up and make the grab was Vane. It gets over top of her head. Zimmerman's on her horse. She'll round third. She'll come in without a throw, and it's a one-out RBI double for Brooke Vance, and St. Andrews leads this one 1-0.
Now at the plate for St. Andrews, number 18, Ava McPhillips.
So I'll bring in McPhillips. McPhillips .256 hitter, 7 runs driven in this season. She slaps this one over toward the shortstop. They'll take the throw toward third base on the slide and the tag. So they'll get the lead runner on the fielder's choice, 6-5 on the putout. And there's 2 away.
Stepping up to the plate, number 37, Charlie Mullins.
That'll bring in Charlie Mullins. Mullins batting .359 on the season. Driven in 11 runs. Looks at a pitch low for a ball. This one's chopped over toward the second baseman. A nice pick there by Eisen. She'll flip over to Breckler to end the inning. But St. Andrews dents the scoreboard first. They lead it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Bottom of the first inning, St. Andrews leads this one 1-0 as KCU will take their first hacks at the plate. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Leading things off in left field is Erica Vane. Batting second and third base is Caitlin Lavis. Batting third and catching AC Prince. The cleanup hitter is the second baseman, Hannah Eisen. Batting fifth in center field, Caitlin Pavey. Batting sixth at first base, Victoria Breckler. Batting seventh and right field, Emma Fromm. Batting eighth as a designated player is Lexi Hollerman. And batting ninth at shortstop is Savannah Watson. Vane, Lavis, Prince, Eisen, Pavey, Breckler, Fromm, Hollerman, and Watson. So into the circle is Charlie Mullins, and the first pitch offered by her is a called strike. Mullins a 3-4 record, 7.93 ERA, 45 innings of work, 33 strikeouts, 26 walks. This one's fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2. Defensively for St. Andrews, Martin, Maynard, and Vane. Excuse me. I gotta update that one in just a second. They made some adjustments there on me at the end. 0-2 pitch lifted skyward, giving chase is Johnson and the catcher. Neither can get to it, and it falls in for a foul ball. There's a ball hammered toward the third baseman. Johnson picks it up. It's a one-hopper over that first baseman can't dig it out of the dirt. So a leadoff runner aboard
Now batting for the Knights,
on the error by the third baseman.
Third baseman, Caitlin Lavis.
And that'll bring Lavis to the plate. Lavis 2 for 2, a triple and an RBI in game number 1. Shows bunt, looks at a called strike. Lavis batting .416 on the season. Driven in 25 coming into today. That's a foul ball at the plate. Now let's take a look at the visiting defense. There we go. Fritz, Maynard, and Martin. That's left to right. Third to first, Johnson, Vance, Zimmerman, Tucker. Taylor behind the dish, and Mullins inside the circle. No balls, 2 strikes. So left-handed swinging Lavis gets ready to go back to work. That one's up out of the zone. 1-2. The pitch in the dirt. That's going to allow Vane to move up to second base. So now runner in scoring position for KCU. Trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. 2-2 ripped out into the gap. That one's over top of the head of the center fielder. That'll get all the way to the wall. Here comes the runner around, scurrying in at third base is Lavis. And we're even at 1.
Now up to bat for the Knights, number 34, catcher, AC Prince.
Maynard just flat overran that ball. He got over top of her head, and then all the way to the wall it goes. So now a chance for KCU to take the lead as AC Prince looks at a pitch downstairs for a ball. Prince had herself a game back in game number 1 today. Went 3 for 3, a double, and 5 runs driven in. She fists this one over top of the shortstop's head. That one finds its way into center field and makes it 2-1, favoring the Knights of KCU.
Now coming up to bat for the Knights, number 21, second baseman, Hannah Eisen.
So that brings in Hannah Eisen. Eisen did not play in game number 1. 243 hitter, a freshman, 17 hits, 5 driven in. This one's upstairs for a ball. This is down and away, 2-0. Shell's bunt pulls that one back. It's a called strike. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count evens at 2-2. Nobody out. Runner aboard is Prince. Well, excuse me, swing over to the second baseman. Zimmerman will flip and take the out at first, but that'll move the runner out into scoring position for the first out here in the first.
Now batting for the Knights, number 5, center fielder, Caitlin Pavey.
So almost the same as a bunt, if you will. So it moves Prince into scoring position and brings in Caitlin Pavey. Pavey batting .360 on the season. In there for a called strike. This one slow rolled down the line, first base side, but a foul ball. Moves the count to 0-2. Called strike 3 on a pitch down and away. Either way,
Coming up to bat for the
2 down.
Number 16, first baseman, Tori Breckler.
So I'll bring in Tori Breckler. Breckler 1 for 3 in game number 1. Drove in an RBI, her 13th of the season. Looks at a pitch right down Broadway for a called strike. 2-1 KCU here in the first. St. Andrews pushed a run across in the first inning on a Brooke Vance double. Knights have added 2 of their own here as this one's wide to even things at 1-1. KCU back home here on Tuesday. A single game, a 4 p.m. first pitch. Tries to come up and in and misses tight, 2-1. We'll be with you beginning at 3:45 here on Cool TV. And then next Saturday, the doubleheader to round things out on the homestand. And then they're on the road the rest of the month of April until they get into tournament play. 2-1 pitch in on the hands. Hop to Zimmerman. She'll flip to first, and that'll end the inning. But KCU grabs a 2-1 lead as we go to the second after this on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances. When your financial health seems off kilter, work with us to help it thrive. You can make your to-do list a to-done list with a low-interest home equity line of credit. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice Credit Union. Visit us online at mccu.net.
Back here and Grayson as KCU leads this one 2-1 as we head to the top of the second inning.
For St. Andrews, number 3, Taylor Maynard.
So Taylor Maynard will lead things off, center fielder. First pitch is in there for a called strike. This one fouled straight back and quickly 0-2. A run on 2 hits for St. Andrews, 2 runs on a hit, and 2 errors on St. Andrews. As this one swung on a miss, strike 3, 1 away.
Now coming up to the plate, number 4, Megan Fritz.
That'll bring in Megan Fritz. Fritz came in and worked in relief for the final inning and a third before the game was stopped to the mercy run rule. This one's fouled straight back. Fritz batting .318 on the season, 14 hits, 9 driven in. Outfield shaded a little bit to the right side for her as well. She's got a very inside-out swing. Fromm's playing very shallow over in right field. Pavy's shaded into the right gap. And then Vane all alone over there in left field, well off the line. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, lifted skyward, but that one's out of play down the left field side. We made a nice catch down the line, sounds like. Jonathan back to work. The pitch. Tried to sneak it in at the knees, just low. 1-2. Good location there with the 2-strike pitch. Swung on a miss as she goes upstairs with a screwball. I guess her just swing through, 2 down.
Now batting, number 35, Hannah Johnson.
Jonathan picks up her second strikeout of the ball game. And that brings in the third baseman of Hannah Johnson. Johnson batting .080 on the season. 2 hits and a run driven in as the first pitch swung on and missed. The catcher Taylor would go next if Johnson should reach. Here with 2 down in the second. Jonathan trying to work a clean second inning. She just comes right at her with the gas can and she comes up empty. It's 0-2. The right-hander settles herself back in the box as Jonathan on the rubber from the circle. The 0-2 offering. Tries to extend the zone up high, but she can't get her to chase. Goes to 1-2. Sun-drenched field here in Grayson. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that'll end the inning. Jonathan needs 12 pitches to go through the order. We're through an inning and a half. 2-1, KCU in front. Back after this on Cool TV.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Reyes Hermanos Núñez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Reyes Hermanos Núñez, the best around.
Score. We go here to the bottom of the second inning. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here from Grayson and Senior Day for the KCU Knights. 7, 8, and 9 do up this inning. Emma Frome will lead things off. Batting .241 on the season, 13 hits, 8 driven in. As a lefty looks at a pitch upstairs for a ball. Frome did not play in game 1. Shows that little slap bunt, if you will, and looks at that one in there for a called strike, 1-1. St. Andrews plays their defense very unique as Zimmerman is all the way up, almost in between first and third base. The line that would go across. And then you've got Tucker playing back deep behind the bag over at first. Johnson up the line over at third, and then Vance back in her normal spot at shortstop. That much right at the belt, even at things at 2-2. The pitch. Little blooper out toward left field, trying to make a diving catch was Fritz. She can't get there. And a leadoff single falls in there for Emma Frome.
Now batting for the Knights, number 3, designated player, Lexi Holloman.
That'll bring in Lexi Hollerman. Hollerman batting .281, went 2 for 3 in game number 1 earlier today. This one's at the belt. Here's a throw down to second base. Sliding in safely is Fromm. So the stolen base puts a runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the second. Breaking ball to the outside corner. That was well wide, looked like. Vlad Guerrero would have trouble hitting that pitch. And he swung about a 39-inch bat. Either way, it's 0-2. This one's fisted out toward the shortstop. Vance will check the runner. A quick throw over. It's not in time. Slow roller there for an infield single to Vance.
Now batting for the Knights, number 2, shortstop.
As Hollerman legs it out. Vance fielded it cleanly. Double checked the runner to make certain that she did not break for third. But then by the time she made the throw across, Hollerman was already at the bag. So 2 on now with nobody out and a chance for a big inning as Savannah Watson digs in. Watson shows bunt. Say that she did offer. Top of the order of Vane stands in the on-deck circle, would go next. She gets this one down, and it's a dandy. They'll make the throw over to first base. Nice throw there by the pitcher, Mullins. So it'll go 1-4 on the put-out, but the sacrifice is complete to move both runners up.
Number 11, left fielder, Erica Vane.
So now Erica Vane steps in with runners at second and third and only 1 out. Vane 0 for 1. That's a called strike. Vane reached on an error and scored in the first. Goes upstairs and gets her to swing through it as she came in on the hands. 0-2. Vane from 1 for 3 and an RBI in game number 1 in the win. The 0-2. Poke toward the second baseman, backhanded Zimmerman. She can't play it cleanly, and everybody's going to be safe, including the runner from third that will score and make it 3-1.
Now batting for the Knights, number 27, third baseman, Caitlin Levis.
So I'll bring in Caitlin Levis. She scalded one toward the center fielder Maynard, who misplayed it off of her glove, and it went all the way to the fence. She ended up at third. That brought Vane in for the first run of the ball game for KCU. So now runners at the corners. This one's in the dirt. Vane will move up without a throw. And the count goes to 1-0. That one's above the letters. 2 balls and no strikes to the third baseman for KCU. Two-0 pitch misses, down and away, 3-0. And the hottest bat in the lineup today stands in the on-deck circle. AC Prince had herself a day in game number 1. That's the customary get it over strike on the 3-0 count. Prince 3 for 3 in game 1 with 5 RBIs and a bases clearing double in that 5-run 4th inning. She's already got a hit in this ball game. There's a ball hammered through the whole right side. That's in there for a base hit. Here comes the runner from second. She'll come in sliding in. KCU adds 2 more to their lead, and it's 5-1.
Now batting for the Knights, number 34, catcher AC Prince.
So now we'll have a visit to the circle as Mullins going through the rotation there of, I think, the pitch sequences that they were looking for and not getting what they wanted to see. It's already 3 across here in the second. KCU threatening to blow this game wide open. A very long conversation inside the circle with the pitching coach for St. Andrews and Charlie Mullins. So the conference breaks up, and AC Prince steps in. Prince 1 for 1. This one's low for a ball. Right-hander settles herself back in the box. The pitch. Just low for a ball, 2-0. Mullins is trying to play with that bottom part of the zone. Just been under the knees just slightly enough to not get it. The pitch. That one gets all the way to the screen as that one got away from Mullins. So move the runner out to second base and make it 3-0 to Prince. This is not one you want to flirt with and leave hanging over the plate. Let her extend. That one's high, ball 4. So 2 on with 1 out, and that'll bring in Hannah Eisen. Action down in the bullpen for St. Andrews on that last pitch. Eisen grounded out to second base, her first time through today. So 2 on, 1 out. First pitch in at the knees for a called strike. The pitch. That's on the outside corner. Nice pitch right there to come back after the walk and put two balls right in the zone. Quickly jump ahead, 0-2. Paving the on-deck circle will go next. Comes inside, but misses too far in. 1-2. The pitch. Over to right field. That one's down for a base hit. Here comes the runner from second, Lavis to the plate. She'll come in standing up. Prince will go first to third. 6-1 on the RBI single by Eisen.
Now batting for the Knights, number 5, center fielder, Caitlin Pavey.
So now runners at the corners for KCU as they continue to pile on here in the frame. 4 across, and they lead it 6-1. Pavey's 0 for 1. Caught looking her first time through today. Runner goes to second base. Throw goes through, but the runner will not try to advance from third. So now Pavey can poke one through. Could add a couple of more runs here. That one's high for a ball. Count evens at 1-1. Here's a slow roller out to Zimmerman at second. She'll pick and go to first base, but the run will come home and make it 7-1.
Stepping to the plate for the Knights, number 16, first baseman, Tori Breckler.
So move Eisen over to third. And that'll bring in Tori Breckler. Breckler grounded out to Zimmerman out at second base to end the second inning. Or excuse me, in the first inning. We're still in the second. 5 already across for the Knights. They lead at 7-1. Pitch down and in. 9th batter of the inning as the lady that led things off from in the on-deck circle would go next if Breckler can reach. That one's in there at the knees, inner half of the plate, 1-1. That one's high. 2 balls and a strike. Mullins has labored through this inning already, 32 pitches. There's number 33 that misses up and in, and it's a 3-1 count. Up and away, that one's going to get past the catcher. Here comes Eisen to the plate. She'll slide in safely and make it 8-1.
Now batting for the Knights, number 23, right fielder, Emma Fromm.
So Emma Fromm, the 10th batter to come to the plate this inning. She started things off with a single and came around to steal second and third, and then came home on an error. In a 6-run second inning, in which KCU leads at 8-1. This one's in the dirt, gets past the catcher. Breckler will move up on the wild pitch. Shows bunt, again pulls it back and looks at a pitch upstairs, 2-0. Six runs across here in the frame for the Knights. Still only 1 out. Or 2 outs, excuse me. That one's low for a ball and it's 3-0. A 4-pitch walk.
Now stepping up to the plate.
Has 2 on. And I think we're going to get a pitching change, as we will get a call to the bullpen for St. Andrews. Well, while we have a pitching change, I had a chance to talk to KCU head coach in between games, get a little thoughts about their win and this game. Let's hear from that now.
All right, Coach, let's talk about the game. A slow start. You had some opportunities there in the first and second innings. Just couldn't find them a way across, but once the runs started coming, they started coming big time.
Yeah, and we're notorious for that, James. I'm going to be honest. We've been coming off to slow starts and then putting up 4, 5, 6, 7-run innings. And as a coach, you win games, you like it, but you wish there was a little bit more consistency. And we go back to our game we won against West Virginia Tech on Tuesday. We scored a run every inning, and it helps take the pressure and alleviate the pressure. So I didn't think we quite played offensively up to our game. It was slower pitching than we've been facing, so I think we can kind of throw that as maybe the reason why, but would like to see more consistency offensively coming out this second game.
AC Prince was huge for you at the plate. She drives in 5 of your 8 runs, and including that bases clearing double there in that 5er in 5th.
Yeah, that was huge, and she's coming around. She's been really hot the last about 5, 6 games, and it's great to see. She's somebody we brought in this year, junior college transfer, wanting her to be in the middle of the order bat. Early on, that wasn't the case, but she's really seeing it right now, and I was happy her family's here from Texas, so they got to see that the first time they've watched her play this year, so that was cool.
Another big conference win. You and I talked about in the pregame show. That's huge.
Yes, that's huge, and now we're trying to look to go to 8-2 in the conference this next game, but this team's not going to roll over and die. They got run ruled in game 1 yesterday against Union and came back and took the lead on Union in the 7th inning of game 2. Ended up Union walked it off, but they're going to come out scrappy. And you and I both know with senior day festivities and emotions that we have, we got to reel that in and get back focused to our game. And you don't like being the team on the other end on senior day, so you want to come out and get a win and spoil senior day. So we just got to play our game and be focused.
Nice game 1 win, and best of luck in game 2.
Thank you, James.
So some words there from Coach Corey Gardner as we get a pitching change as they're going to go to Megan Fritz. Fritz came in and worked an inning and a third in the last game. So McDaniel's going to go to left. Mullins will replace Johnson at third base. And the inning will continue again as Alexis Hollerman will have 2 on and 2 out. Looks at a pitch upstairs for a ball. Breckler out at second, Fromm over at first. That's a called strike. Evens things at 1-1. Just got a peek of who the gentleman is behind the plate there. It's Mr. Charlie Graham. Great man. Him working with Bill Renzi today. 2 good umpires. Lays off this pitch as it stays up. That's in there for a called strike. Count evens at 2-2. 11th batter of the inning. Hollerman singled and scored in this frame. Watson's in the on-deck circle would go next. The 2-2. Swing and a miss as she goes upstairs and gets her to offer. And comes up empty. But the Knights make it 8-1 on 6 runs, 4 hits, an error. They leave 2. It's 8-1 through 2. Back after this on Cool TV.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private non-profit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Back here in Grayson, 8-1. KCU in front.
And leading off for St. Andrews.
As we go to the top of the third inning.
Maddie Taylor.
So Maddie Taylor will step in for her first hacks of the ball game. There's a ball fisted down the third base side, giving chase as Lavis. Her and Watson come together, and ball falls foul. Taylor batting .205, 8 hits, 5 driven in, and as a freshman. Donathan, after a very lengthy time in the dugout, this pitch runs in and hits her. Should be a foul ball. Looked like it hit off the knob. So the hit by pitch will put a runner aboard. And go back to the top of the order, and Taryn Tucker.
14, Taryn Tucker.
Tucker rolled out to Watson at short, her first time through today. That's a screwball that's right down Broadway for a called strike. Sun-drenched field here in Grayson. Beautiful afternoon for softball after crazy windy conditions yesterday. They played 3 baseball games off in the one of the fields off to my left here, and it was 14 home runs hit. Here's a ball thrown over to third base. Did we get the double play? No. Great hustle play there by Taylor, trying to go first to third. But they'll get the out as it'll go
34, Haley Zimmerman.
5-4, and then move Taylor over to third. So a runner at third. And Haley Zimmerman, she doubled her last time up. They went back-to-back doubles in that first inning. She hit one into the gap over in right field. Pitch down and in. The pitch. Little blooper right back into the circle. Donathan fights the sun, hauls it in. 2 down.
Approaching the plate, number 9, Brooke Vance.
So it brings in Brooklyn Vance, 1 for 1. Doubled. She drove in the only run for St. Andrews. Donathan with a head shake, doesn't want the first pitch, she wants the curveball. There's a rocket down the third base side and a foul ball. Taylor stands at third. She went first to third on the ground out. Pitch in the dirt. Nice job there by the catcher to box that one up and keep it in front of her and hold that run out at third base. Count moves to 1-1. Chopper on the third base side, but foul. This would be a great time to either try to pull the string on a changeup or try to climb the ladder with a rise ball here. Let's see what she decides to go with. She goes upstairs but can't get her to chase. Now you've changed your eye level. Go with that screwball down the pipe on the corners. Here it comes. Try to work down and in, but misses, and it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the third. Runner over at third base for St. Andrews. Donathan walks back up on the rubber. The pitch. Lifted foul and out of play. Right-hander peeks in, has the sign from her battery mate, Prince. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Went upstairs with a rise ball and got her to end the inning. St. Andrews leaves a runner aboard. They trail it by 7 as we go to the bottom of the third after this on Cool TV.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Leading off for the Knights, number 2, shortstop, Savannah Watson.
8-1 as we go to the bottom of third. 9 in the top due up this inning for KCU. Watson, Vane, and Lavis. So Watson will lead things off, had a sacrifice bunt her first time through. The first pitch is in there for a cold strike. Slow roller over to third. Mullins picks and throws. A high throw pulls her off the bag. So Watson aboard on the throwing error from the third baseman.
Now batting for the Knights, number 11.
And now back to the top of the order we go with Erica Vane. Vane 0 for 2 today, but she's reached on 2 errors and scored both times. That one gets past the catcher and all the way to the backstop on the wild pitch. That'll move Watson out to second base, and then catcher slings it toward second base, and there was nobody home. Watson took a look at that one and almost took off the third. This one's up and away. 2-0. Down and in, 3-0. That's right down Broadway for a cold strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Right-hander back inside the circle. The pitch. This one's roped deep left field, but drifting foul and out of play. Going back to those baseball games I was talking about yesterday, but on that win we had, they had 14 home runs hit in that ball game. They had one ball that they said was a fly ball to the second baseman and ended up being a walk-off grand slam. There's a ball off the end of the bat. Tucker into foul ground, reaches up, makes the catch for the first down of the inning.
Now coming to the plate for the Knights, number 27, third baseman, Caitlin Davis.
Only one out in the inning. My mistake there on the scoreboard. I had two. Forgot to change it from the previous inning. We got a few moving pieces here, I will say that. But, again, only our fourth game here with KCU and Cool TV. And certainly excited to be here and build on this and take it into baseball. And then, of course, build into it for next season as well. So learn as you grow, and that's what we're doing here and trying to continue to add to the coverage that we bring here for the Knights. It's Caitlin Davis, 1 for 2. That one's upstairs as she ducks out of the way and evens the count at 1-1. That was down and away for a ball, 2-1. Slight breeze has been dancing around out of that right field corner toward the left field wall. Big swing and a miss there by the lefty. Evens things up at 2-2. She had bad intentions with that swing. The pitch. Trying to stay down and away again and working away from her. And she'll lay off and run the count full. Here comes the payoff pitch. She reaches for this one off the end of the bat. Drifting into the foul ground is Mullins. She'll make the catch.
Now coming up to bat for the Knights.
And now they're 2 away.
Number 34, catcher, AC Prince.
So AC Prince, first base open right here. I'd almost put her on. She has been on fire today. In the 2 games, she's 4 for 4. She drove in 5 runs in game number 1. This one's in the dirt for a ball. Seeing the softball really well right now. Fritz back to work. The right-hander winds and deals. This one's past the catcher off of her glove. That'll move Watson out to third base as the count goes to 2-0. Back here Tuesday for KCU softball. Single game at 4 p.m. Or excuse me, no, a doubleheader on Tuesday. My mistake. I was in there for a cold strike. Bluefield at 2 and 4. So 1:45 pregame show. This one's downstairs in the dirt. Nice stop there by the catcher, Taylor. CIU comes in here next Saturday at 1 and 3. And then they'll be on the road the rest of the way. There's a ball lifted skyward. Mullins drifts out of the way. Vance giving chase. She'll make the catch in fair territory, and that'll end the inning. KCU leaves a runner at third. They lead it 8-1 after 3. Back after this on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances. When your financial health seems off kilter, work with us to help it thrive. You can make your to-do list a to-done list with a low-interest home equity line of credit. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice Credit Union. Visit us online at mccu.net.
Let me try that again. My producer's got to turn the right button on. She's got a few buttons over here she's pushing. She's running 6 cameras today. So 8-1 KCU leading this one as we go to the top of the 4th inning. I'm over here giving her a hard time, and I don't have my stuff switched. There we go. So 4, 5, and 6 due up this inning for St. Andrews, and Ava McPhillips will start things off looking at a pitch down and away for a ball. McPhillips 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice. There's a ball slapped out into left center field. Pavey will keep that in front of her, and it'll drop in for a leadoff single. That'll bring in now the third baseman of Charlie Mullins. Mullins 0 for 1, grounded out back in the first inning to end the inning. Sent a ground ball over to Eisen at second. This one's lifted skyward and will just drift out of play over on the first base side. Eight 1 here in the 4th. Donathan back to work. There's a ball, little blooper out toward right. Fromm has it, tries to throw in behind McPhillips, but she'll scurry back to the bag safely for the first out of the inning. So that brings in Taylor Maynard. Maynard struck out, in which Donathan fanned the side in the second. This one's a foul ball as it gets off the fingertip of Prince. Shaking her fingers, she's walking back to the backstop. Mr. Graham walk out and have a moment there for Prince to kind of shake that one off. It's one of those things as a catcher and an umpire, you take care of each other because it never fails. One of you are going to end up wearing a ball at some point throughout the game, and you just need a moment to gather yourself. Here's a nicely bunted ball. Strong throw there from Lavis over to Eisen, who covers. The sacrifice is complete, though. That'll move the runner out to second base.
Now batting for St. Andrews, number 4.
So 5-4 on the putout. And there's 2 down. And Megan Fritz, now the pitcher, steps in. Fritz, a strikeout victim back in the second. Swings at the first pitch, lifts it skyward, and that one's going to get just over top of the screen and out of play on the first base side. KCU will have the meat of its order coming up, 4, 5, and 6 in the home 4th inning, leading by 7 for the moment. Donathan's 0-1 pitch. Little Bugs Bunny pitch right there as she took some off and got her to swing through. 0-2. That was a beautiful changeup. Now use that rise ball here and get her to swing through. Back up top she goes, and a big swing lifted down the right side. Fromm comes on, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Through 3.5, 8-1 KCU. Back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others, should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 8-1. KCU in front of St. Andrews. 8 runs, 5 hits, no errors for KCU. 1 run, 2 hits, 4 errors for St. Andrews. 4, 5, and 6 due up this inning for the Knights, and Hannah Isom will lead things off 1 for 2. That one's upstairs for a ball. Isom grounded out her first time through in the first, singled and scored in the second. That ball's wide, 2-0. If KCU could muster a run here and then hold suit in the 5th, this game will come to a stop as well, much as it did in the first game to the mercy run rule. Still got to take care of business here and then let Donathan go out and continue to try to deal from the circle. She's done a great job here today. 3-0 pitch in there at the knees for a called strike. 3-1. The pitch. Nice pitch there on the outside corner. She gets that one back in over the outside corner to even or run the count to full 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. It's roped foul. Off to the third base side. Count hangs full. Beautiful complex here for the sports park. I grew up a stone's throw away from where I'm sitting right now. I've played in this field all my life and never would have dreamed it was going to be a baseball complex. There's a ball chopped on the third base side, but just foul. 4 fields here, a big playground area, and like a community park, and continually to add to this, but this right here is what you, as a kid, would have been a field of dreams. I would have never been at home if I'd had this place. Just fouled straight back. Fritz ready to go back to work as Ison awaits. Here it comes. Down and in on the inside corner for a called strike 3. First out of the inning.
Now batting for the Knights, number 5, center fielder, Caitlin Pavey.
So to bring in the center fielder of Caitlin Pavey. Pavey struck out looking in the first. Grounded out to second. Back in the second inning. Looks at a pitch upstairs for a ball. Quickly 2-0. And that ball hits her. So a hit by pitch.
Now batting for the Knights.
Puts her aboard.
First baseman, Jaron Holtzclaw.
And we're going to pinch hitter here, as Jaron Holtzclaw will come on to bat. Holtzclaw taking her first Cats today. Batting 125 on the season. Runner goes, throw down to second base, not in time. So Pavey still second base with ease. She had a heck of a jump over there at first. Fritz the sign, the wind, and the deal. To the outside corner, called strike, 1-1. High for a ball, 2-1. Up and tight, 3-1. Fromm's on deck. Will go next. Holtzclaw waits. Swing and a miss. Count goes full. So KCU wants to do everything it can to push that run across out at second. That would push it to an 8-run lead going into the 5th. Payoff pitch is in the dirt. And there's 2 on with 1 out.
Now batting for the Knights, number 23.
And that'll bring in Emma Fromm. From single to the second, walked her second time through in the second. Also scored a run in that frame. And great speed with Pavey out at second base, so any ball that would get through would certainly allow that 9th run of the ball game to come around. Shows bunt, looks at a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Another nice pitch on the outer part of the plate. 0-2. Trying to go downstairs with the off-speed pitch. Nice job there by Taylor to keep that ball in front of her. Count goes to 1-2 to the right fielder, Fromm. Lefty settles herself back in. The pitch. Outside corner just wide. 2-2. Poked foul over to the third base side. Coach Corey Gardner having to dart out of the way. I talked with Coach there in between the games and before the game too, and he was talking about, you know, the chance of taking care of business with teams that were behind them in conference. 15 teams in the conference and only 8 of those that get to go to the tournament. And he said 2 teams that also have 2 losses as they do, also playing each other today in a doubleheader. So he said this was one where they had to take care of business, and because they've got a lot of those teams that's up in the upper half that they've got coming up on the back end of their schedule. So far, they've done a good job of it here today. Here's the payoff pitch. That one's low, ball 4, and they're juiced.
Now batting for the Knights, number 3, designated player, Lexi Holloman.
So Lexi Hollerman will step in, 1 for 2. Hollerman singled and scored in the second and then struck out the end of the inning. As KCU sent 11 batters to the dish that inning. And I think we're going to get a pitching change. We'll step aside for a quick break as St. Andrews makes a call to the bullpen. Back after this on Cool TV.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private non-profit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
So call to the bullpen for St. Andrews as Alyssa Farrar will come in. This will be her 9th appearance. She's worked in relief in all 8 previous appearances. 11 1/3 innings, 19 hits, 25 runs, 17 earned, walking 9, striking out only 2, and has an earned run average of 10.5. She's going to inherit the bases full with 1 out here in the 4th. And Lexi Hollerman to the plate. Hollerman 1 for 2, as we mentioned before the pitching change, as the right-hander winds and deals, and this one's downstairs for a ball. The 1-0. Downstairs, nice stop there by the catcher to keep the ball in front of her and keep everybody at bay. But the count moves to 2-0. Infield playing in, trying to cut down the run at the plate. Good speed with Pavey over at third. 2-0. To the outside corner, a called strike. Hollerman settles herself back in the right-handed side as Farrar goes back to work. This one's chopped foul at the plate off to the screen on the third base side. Count evens at 2-2. St. Andrews pushed a run across in the first. KCU answered with 2 in the first and then exploded with those 6 in the second. There's a ball out to the third baseman. They'll come to the plate just in time to cut down Pavey at the plate for the second out of the inning. So 5-2 on the putout.
Now batting for the Knights, number 2, shortstop Savannah Watson.
So now 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring in Savannah Watson at the top of the order of Vane standing on the X circle. Watson 0 for 1. Reached on an error in the third and a sacrifice in the second. First pitch misses low for a ball. That one's high, 2-0. Right-hander awaits the pitch. Just high, ball 3. Talking with Coach Gardner, I said, on Thursday they had that slow start and then kind of got going, and kind of the same thing here in game 1. He said, yeah, this team's notorious for those slow starts. He said, it's driving me crazy as a coach. He said, but it's always good to see how they respond and find those big innings, and they had it last game, had it here in this one. Last game it took them to the 4th inning to get the crooked number. This one they put a big one up in the 2nd. 3-1 pitch to the outside corner, a called strike, 3-2. So now everybody will be in motion on the payoff pitch with 2 away here in the 4th. Here it comes. Little blooper and a nice dive or reach over or shoulder catch by their Tucker. And that'll end the inning. So KCU doesn't play any runs. They leave the bases full. We've played 4, and our score is 8-1. We're back after this on Cool TV.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
8-1 as we go to the 5th. KCU had a great opportunity there to push across that mercy run rule clinching run that they needed to be able to play defense in this inning and close it out, but couldn't get it across. So, again, they can hold suit here defensively and then push across the run in the home half of the 5th and finish this ball game up. So McKenna McDaniel will take her first cuts. Daniel batting .211 on the season. That one's high for a ball, 1-1. The pitch. Out to the third baseman. Lavis takes it, flips it across in time, 1 away. Nice play there by Lavis at the hot corner.
Now coming up to bat, number 21.
So it brings in catcher Maddie Taylor. Taylor was hit by a pitch back into third. Nice pitch to the outside corner, a cold strike. 0-1. The only thing missing from today is hot dogs. At the ballpark, you got to have hot dogs. Swing and a miss. She goes up the ladder. Nothing in 2. Sunflower seeds, peanuts, and hot dogs. 3 necessities for the ballpark. Donathan peeks in. The pitch. Poked foul. Third base side. Count hangs at 0-2. Plentiful sunshine here today, though, as there is not a cloud to be found. Everything is still well anchored into the ground, at least as much as it was before yesterday's hurricane-like winds that blew through the area. 0-2 pitch lifted very weakly over top of the third base dugout and out of play. Donathan ready to go. Tried to go upstairs, but couldn't get her to chase. 1-2. Great looks with all of our camera angles today. Our executive producer, Felicia Collier, doing a great job. Her first game of this season and on the production side of baseball and softball. And she's done a remarkable job here today trying to figure things out and on the fly, if you will. She's been around the game a little bit, though. That certainly helps. She's got a different camera in her hand than usually than this. She's changed in the photography side to the videography side. Mr. Graham getting a fresh collection of glow balls, and Donathan and Taylor's battle will commence. Tries to work down and away, couldn't get her to offer. Count goes to 2-2. The pitch. Fisted down the left field line and foul. Great battle here in this one. Taylor has fouled off several pitches. Lifts this one skyward, right side. The first baseman, Holtzclaw, makes the catch on the 8th pitch of the at-bat and picks up the out for the second out of the inning.
Number 14, Taryn Tucker.
So back to the top of the order we go, and Taryn Tucker's 0 for 2. Pair of groundouts, short and third, respectfully, in the first and the third inning. This one swung on and lifted out of play behind me. Heads up, that one almost got a patron behind us. That one's upstairs for a ball, 1-1. 2 down in the 5th, due up for KCU. They'll be in the top of the order, 1, 2, 3. Swing and a miss there. 1-2. Zimmerman would go next if Tucker can find a way on. Donathan back to work, to 1-2. Right into the screen for a foul ball. Count hangs at a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Nice pitch as she went with a change piece to get her to swing through to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Knights need one to end it here. They lead it 8-1. Back after this on Cool TV.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
And leading off for the Knights, number 11, left fielder.
8-1 as we move into the bottom of the 5th. KCU needs one run to put the mercy run rule into effect. and win the twin bill here today in both run rule fashion. Top of the order due up. Erica Vane will start things off. It'll be Vane, Lavis, and Prince. Vane 0 for 3 today. She's reached twice on errors. Looks at the first pitch in there for a cold strike. This one swung on, lifted skyward, but right at the center fielder, Maynard. She makes the grab for the first down of the inning.
Now stepping up to the plate, number 27, third baseman, Caitlin Lavis.
You know, I was talking about my producer. She's done a really good job, except for that last one there. That was awful. She gave you a good look there of Coach over to third base side. Yeah, still trying to figure a few things out. Again, that's for everybody here. You know, the thing that the way we've got them all set up is that the cameras that go to the outfield, they're crisscrossed. So you have to go to the opposite camera that you think you need to get the shot. So Lavis steps in 1 for 3. You know, Jim and MJ came over and did the game on Thursday and had to figure some stuff out, and we were able to build off of that in for today and continually build here with all the stuff we do with Cool TV. And we're great to have KCU as part of the team and excited to bring you Knights softball here. And then after we get finished up with the softball coverage, and we're going to transition over to baseball coverage and bring you a lot of baseball as we continue to add to the realm of sports that we cover here for KCU. And a 4-pitch walk for Lavis.
Now batting for the Knights, number
We started things off with football, then we've added in basketball, both men and women's. I'm excited to do that this year. And then David Manning got with us and said, what do we have to do to just do all of it? And we've been able to add in softball now, and we've got some baseball action coming up. So exciting times here for us with KCU as AC Prince steps in, and first pitch misses wide for a ball. Down and in, 2-0. Prince 1 for 2 today. She's 4 for 5 in the twin bill. Drove in 5 runs in the first game. That one's low, 2-1. There should be 3-0. My mistake. Hard to see my screen here. It's my program that I used a stat with somebody decided a great idea to do would be put opacity gray on black where the count is, and you simply cannot see the numbers. 3-1. Ball 4.
Now batting for the Knights.
So now 2 on with 1 out, and Hannah Eisen to the plate. Eisen 1 for 3 today, singled and scored in the second. That one's low for a ball. Farrar back to work. That's in there for a called strike, evening things at 1-1. The pitch. Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3. Pavies in the on-deck circle would go next. Ison settles back in the right-handed side as Farrar goes back to work. This one's poked through the hole, off into the gap left field side. It'll go all the way to the wall. That brings home Lavis, and that's your ball game.
And ladies and gentlemen, your KCU Knights win game 2.
So an RBI walk-off single by Ison. And your final score in this one is 9-1 as KCU sweeps the Twin Bill. Post-game when we return after this on Cool TV.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Final score here in this one, KCU wins it in 5 innings, 9-1. Knights answered the St. Andrews run in the first with 2 of their own in the first inning, and then exploded for 6 runs in the second. They sent 11 batters to the plate. That made it 8-1. They added 2 more in the third. Had a chance to push across that clinching run there in the fourth that would have only had the making play or had to play defense in the fifth. They left the bases loaded in the fourth. But then they take care of business here in the fifth as Ison sends one to the gap and left center to the wall. That brings home Lavis from second and puts the Knights back in the winner's column once again with a 9-1 victory. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our numbers and wrap it up here from Senior Day for the Knights. Winners in game number 2, 9-1. Back after this on Cool TV.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Reyes Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Reyes Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Final here in this one in 5. KCU wins 9-1 over St. Andrews. Let's take a look at some numbers for the visiting Knights of St. Andrews. They were limited to only 3 hits, the same as it was in game number 1. Zimmerman, Vance, and McPhillips each recorded hits. Vance and Zimmerman with doubles. That was the only 2 extra base hits in this ball game. Everything else singles, as KCU puts up 6 hits in the ball game. Two-hit afternoon by Eisen, and she delivers the final hit that walks it off to drive in her second run of the contest and push this one to a 9-1 victory. She was the only player with multi-hits in this ballgame. Lavis drove in a pair of runs as well. Pitching looks like this for St. Andrews. Mullins goes an inning and 2/3, 5 hits, 8 runs, 3 earned, walked 3 and struck out a batter. Fritz goes an inning and 2/3 of scoreless softball, walked 2 and struck out 2, and then Farrar works an inning plus 1 hit, an earned run, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Donathan gets the win. She goes 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, struck out 5, did not walk a batter. Neither pitcher for KCU today walked a batter. Very solid performances, both of those inside the circle. So KCU moves its conference record now to 8-2. They'll go to 17-13 on the season. And with the loss, St. Andrews falls to 6-24, and they go to 1-15 in conference play. Back here on Tuesday, a twin bill on Tuesday afternoon with Bluefield at 2 and 4 p.m. Our pregame coverage will begin with you at 1:45 right here on Cool TV, and then Saturday, April the 1st, next Saturday, at 1 and 3 against CIU out of Columbia International University out of South Carolina. That'll be the final home game for KCU softball this season, as everything else after that is on the road. And it'll take it all the way up till April 26th when they head down to the AAC softball tournament in Kingsport. That is as long as they can get themselves clinched and in position to go to that. And they've certainly taken care of business here the last 2 games out and done a good job of doing so. A big thanks to our producer today, Felicia Collier. A great job on the coverage of today's game. And all the great folks here with Coach Corey Gardner and all the great staff here at KCU. We greatly appreciate their efforts to help us out with everything we needed to get set up here for today. That'll do it for us here today. Knights win it on Senior Day, a twin bill sweep of St. Andrews. 8-0 in Game 1, 9-1 here in Game number 2. And they win it here to send the crowd home happy here on this Sunday. For Felicia Carr and all the great folks at the Cool Hit Sports Network, I'm James Carr saying thanks for tuning in here on Cool TV.
Thank you for watching another exciting KCU softball contest on Cool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky Christian University softball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.